Hello, what is up? I cannot believe we've spent this much time working on this thing, but here we are. Another year of quarantine, another year of things, and we were back doing the same crap we were last year. So, hello, I am Steven D'Agostino. This is James, Coach Bouzas. First of all, James, you're the host of this thing. I'm just here to make you look good, man. So say hello.
I'm more of the informational guy. First off, very, very excited to be doing this. Absolutely blessed that we were able to have such a good time last year. This is actually all Steven's idea. Last year, in the middle of quarantine, we had nothing else going on, and he tweeted me and goes, "How about we do a March Madness bracket?" I said, "Why the hell not?" So we sat down. We spent about 30 seconds last year, and this year we did about a week worth of prep. Obviously, you can see a lot more production value going on in here. So very excited. Thank you for everything you've done, Steven. It looks beautiful. We're about to have a good time here for like the next I don't know how long we're doing this for, but for however long we do it, we're gonna have a good time doing it the whole time.
Yeah, there's a lot of listen, there's a closed door sessions. There was a lot of, committees and memberships, a lot of, transparent closed door sessions, as we like to say in the three-night bender community. Us bigwigs with the college football playoff and three-night bender, we're all the same galaxy brain right here. So we can't really tell you what's going on. We have a mass of PAs behind the scenes, a lot of people pulling a lot of strings, a lot of people we have to thank. It's not just us. This is a Herculean effort. So we are very happy to be here and thank everyone for watching. So James, we have some rules before we get into it. There's going to be a lot of people. There's going to be a lot of people that are really upset that are probably going to be left out. And again, this was all deliberated over the course of a full year of quarantine. There was a lot of effort put into this, and I think some people are going to be really upset. But just one, we do have an official three-night bender statement for those that might be left off, that might be a little upset.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you,
we don't care.
And that's it. Thank you, Stephen A. Thank you for our official spokesperson of the three-night bender.
He couldn't have said it any better.
But we do have some rules.
There was a committee of 12 people. You and I were not included in this committee. The people who were in this committee who helped the choosing of the 64 will not be named. They are anonymous for safety concerns. Obviously, they were held in a safe room. There was some security, a lot of deliberation. When the voting finally completed, white smoke came from the roof of the building like the Pope was elected, and we had our 64. So let's dive into the rules real quick, Stephen.
Yes, go ahead. You can take it away from here.
Sure. I tweeted it out not too long ago, but rule number one that we said is you cannot be a former or current UCF athlete. Obviously, we want to try to keep it in-house for just fans. We don't, even if you were Brandon Marshall, Stephen Moffitt status playing back in the early 2000s, still not fair. So we wanted to keep it no athletes involved whatsoever, just the UCF Twitter Mafia fans. Rule number two, very, very simple, no UCF employees. So the announcers, anybody associated with, in any way, even if you were an intern, not allowed to actually be involved in this bracket. So no UCF employees. Number three, no website, podcasts, or handles if you are already included in the bracket. So obviously, I'm one of the hosts of this podcast. Stephen is too. Todd Hauser is. So all of us are involved in the bracket. However, we're not having the three-night bender handle on here as well, just like we have a couple other people that we're going to announce are going to be in. But bracket handles like one night stand are not involved. So if your personal Twitter handle is in this, that's it. You're not going to have another handle in. And then finally, the final rule is no anonymous accounts. If your face is not attached to an account, if your name is not attached to the account, if you're not willing to put yourself out there for the criticism of what you're going to be saying, calling UCF national champions, everything else, you're not in the bracket. So unfortunately, a lot of people are going to be mad about that, but those I thought were 4 fair rules that we came up with to make this as fun and as open as possible. And we stuck to them pretty heavily. We made sure the committee held themselves to that standard of these are the rules and they're not going to be bent for anybody.
Right. And like we said, there's a lot of talk about this over the course of the year. It really boiled down to just getting the anonymous pet Twitter accounts. Like our friend Cass likes to say, if you have a dog as your profile pic, you can't be in the bracket. You can't win a national title. You gotta put your neck out there. So there we go. We also have our first 4 out down here for maybe next year, guys. We really apologize. It was very, very close. And oh, it's Dalton. Sup, fellas? Hello,
Hi,
Dalton. I don't know.
How's
Maybe
Dalton?
UCF Jag makes the bracket. You know, he's
I
kind
know.
of torn in the middle between the Blake Bortles apologists and then the UCF fans that think the Jags ruined him, just like you and I, James. We feel that. So that might affect Dalton's seed. We'll see. Who else do we have here? No Slushy for you is very excited. I don't know who that is. I'll say right now you're not in the bracket, but thanks for watching.
We
Maybe
do appreciate
year.
that. We appreciate it very much.
Yeah,
So
Chris Salonia has been badgering me for weeks to be on the show. So now he's on the show with Ite. So there he is officially officially on the show. So are we going to do this thing? Should we do this now, or what are we?
Let's just start diving in a little bit with our first four out. So the first four, obviously, we have the College Football Playoff Committee's official Twitter handle. They were an easy selection to be one of the first four out. We got Paul Feinbaum at Feinbaum. Funny enough, at Sundays Down South, the account is now suspended. I don't know if that had anything to do with the committee making them one of the first choices out, but
it was a factor. It was a factor. They were on the verge being suspended on this website. Definitely affected the seating. I'm looking over now. My mom is now in the comments. Renee D'Agostino.
Renee. Hi, Renee.
Oh, there's me and my mom and my. I guess I can't use profanity now, which is really upsetting. That my mom. Did you give my mom the thing? What's going on here? Did you?
No, it was shared on Facebook. She's on Facebook. You know, she stalks Facebook. She sees it all the time. She saw this. So
yeah, Jesus.
Actually, and with your mom being. This is huge. An alum of FTU. So you had, Stephen, it's a big deal. I imagine that had to play into your own selection of where you were seated in the bracket because you come from UCF blood, borderline UCF royalty.
I think the committee took it into consideration. As we know, blue bloods, just being a perennial blue blood is all that matters. You don't have to be good. I'm not good at anything. I'm just from FTU royalty. So that should help my seed, but we'll see. I don't know. We gotta dive into this bracket here. There's I posted
the bracket on Twitter. It's been up, so
so it's time. Is it finally time?
It's finally time. So let's go. Let's go through the regions. We got 4 different regions.
All right, let's do it. All right, here we go. All right. So we got. By the way, you should pursue a degree in graphic design here because your circular logo here is awesome, by the way.
Microsoft Word, baby. Microsoft.
Yes. Only one up by a Microsoft Paint. So we have the 4 regions here. Should we dive into for one particular one first? We're gonna go right into the bounce house region.
Let's go straight into the bounce house region. Let's jump right into it. So
all right, hold on. Let me all right, here we go. We're going right in. Let's zoom into the top here. We'll go from the top. And no surprises here. We have the defending champ, number 1, UCF problems. He's the top of the bracket. He should walk through this. So yeah, I mean, any thoughts here from the first couple matchups you see?
Well, kind of looking through, we can see Hauser too, but he got a higher seed this year. Last year he was a 16th seed, one of our own hosts. So he gets up there. Obviously, UCF prob going up against Lels UCF. That's going to be a tough matchup for Leslie. With the number 1 overall seed, will this be an Oral Roberts situation like we're seeing this year of a massive upset moving through? I don't know. Let's just say that UCF Probs was absolutely dominant last year, won by a landslide in almost every matchup, had a great run by another number 1 overall that we'll talk about a little bit later. But what are your thoughts on what you've seen so far in the bounce house region?
My first thought is that I did have a lot of Oral Roberts jokes scripted, but now that my own mother's watching the show, I don't think I could do that. So yeah, I'll just leave all the Oral Roberts innuendos away. But I will say that, I mean, I don't want to say this too early. I'm getting a little bit of UMBC vibes from the top here. I don't know. Maybe Leslie. I think Leslie's got a big win, a big win. So I don't think Probs could sleep on it. I mean, I know he's at a wedding right now. I think he's celebrating too early here. He's probably, popping bottles. I wouldn't be surprised if that costs him dearly in the first round.
Oof. Good point.
Speaking of the one night stand guys, we do have another member on here in the same bracket. I mean, we might have some drama there. A good friend of the New York alumni group, Rob, getting Money Moo in the first round. That could be a interesting matchup. And then obviously, Todd's just getting the honorary bid here. I mean, he's a total 3 night stand blue blood. He's like Kansas. He hasn't been involved in much Twitter in the last year, but we still got to include him, like maybe the Vandy of the bracket. I don't know.
Good point. We'll see what he can do. I got sidelines UCF. Let's see. He's
sidelines.
We got fifth quarter up against UC Feisty. Fifth quarter, one of those blog accounts that's really come on strong here recently. Got a very big following very quickly. I'm very intrigued to see what they do moving through the bracket. And a person who I like, who I think is very underrated here, is Chad Barr, PA. We all know what he did a couple years ago with the plane in the sky, with the banner, UCF national champions during an Alabama game. So I think that don't sleep on him. He might be able to make it over to a Sweet 16 Elite 8 run.
I think if we get if we get like a banner or something, I think Chad Barr's stock is going to go. We got to check the books here. I mean, this might be a good time to jump on that line early. Chad Barr might have like a school bus campaign waiting in the wings. I mean, you want to get Chad Barr, he's probably like plus 1,300 right now to win the bracket. I mean, get him now while the stock's down. That's all I'm saying.
Very well. And this is coming from a man who works in betting. If you're going to take betting advice, listen to this man here.
We're doing such a great job. My mom is rage quitting now on the show, so that's good. We're off to a really good start. I'm signing off. Thanks, Mom. Mike Harris has no idea what's going on, but he loves it. So that's also great. We're just pleasing everyone as we go down this bracket here. Speaking of Dalton, Dalton's in this side of the bracket now. Here we go.
He is. He's got UCF Mike from, I believe UCF Mike actually is running his own bracket currently with the Sons of UCF podcast. He's got his 64. Oh yeah. 64.
A little synergy.
Great synergy. That's what makes the world go round. It's a corporate term. Let's give a shout out to them though, because Sons of UCF has a really cool bracket going on with the 64 best UCF football plays. So you've been doing that for a couple of days now. It's been pretty cool to watch. So let's see what Dalton could do to him. I mean, Dalton's got a great following when it comes to Jaguars Twitter. Let's see if he can step up his UCF game Twitter.
Oh, I love this. The crap talking has started already. Dalton, this UCF Feller, you can't cuss on this show, Dalton. It's a family show. You gotta bottle that up. You can't have that. The UCF Mike Feller is going down. That's
Feller.
We're getting banged there. The one thing I do want to point out this bracket, we have UCF stool, we have fifth quarter and sidelines. Now the OG like student run account was UCF Probs, and these are all the newcomers. These are the young and hungry. So if you want the number one spot, these guys are gonna have to dethrone the OG. They're gonna have to dethrone UCF Probs. So one of them's gonna have a shot early in this bracket. So that's great. What's the next? Are we done with this bracket? We were supposed to have an exclusive interview with UCF Probs, and he hasn't shown up yet. So this is.
I know. We'll have to move on for now. We know like you said, UCF Probs is currently over at a wedding, as you said earlier. So we might not get a hold of him. We're hoping for an excellent interview from Probs. We'll see if we can get a hold of him. If he gets back in here, we'll throw him up as quickly as we can and see what he has to say.
Again, celebrating too early. My money. I'm leaning Leslie here. I mean, I think we have a UMBC upset alert. He's celebrating too early. Memory Mall region. Let's go over here. Another number one seed. This is no surprise. Brandon Hellwig, UCF Sports. The dungeon's probably going crazy right now. Probably. I don't know.
I would imagine we're all over the dungeon currently.
Yeah, I mean all these guys, all the Gen Xers that are married and have kids now that have nothing else to do are just on the dungeon celebrating this number one seed. And I know that for a fact, right? That's gotta be true.
It's basically a science.
Right. James of the year. Then we got UCF. Oh, Cass. We have a Cass appearance here early in the show. Our boy Cass. Oh wow, tough second round matchup though for Cass here against
UCF Zach. We'll see how that plays out. Yeah, I mean Zach.
Yeah.
Let's not sleep on Zach either. Zach's got his own decent little following. So between them two, then having to go against Brandon in the round of 32, whoever wins that matchup is in for a heavyweight bout. I mean, respect to James of the Year, great name. I can appreciate a name like James. Hellwig, it was surprising to me when Hellwig lost in the Final Four last year by one of the number one seeds.
Yeah, I mean, I've often said that, and a lot of people have often said this, that legends are made in the round of 32 in this bracket. So, hey, I mean, this could be a massive opportunity, for these guys to get their name etched in stone for all eternity. So that's a big spot for them. Who else we got? Jackie over here. Got a couple more guys. That's a good matchup. Simmons did some great work. A lot of good stuff. That he's a sneaky, strong pick in this bracket. So I actually expect him to go pretty far.
Good choice. AP Nightline obviously has some deep connections to UCF for a long time. I personally don't know anything about Sutter Roaches, so I'm just going to go on a run and say that C.A. Simmons might be able to give Nightline a run in the second round, but I would put money on Nightline to get to the Sweet 16 if we're going to focus on the section of the bracket.
UCF night 122. Hopefully James doesn't get massacred like I was versus UCF Sports. He's just a bulldog, but like I said, who knows? Anything could happen. Also, Daniela referencing the group chat. I don't know. I don't know what she's talking about. We're a part of no group chat. We're very impartial people here. We take this very seriously. We are not biased in any way. So
there's no bias.
Yeah, I don't know. We have, and is that the end of the bracket? No, we're still going.
No, we still got more regions. So keep on scrolling down. Well, actually, let's shoot over to Twitter here for a second. Let's see what the people are saying.
What are the people saying?
The people,
because that's what we're here for. Ultimately, we're here for the people.
No, hold on. Sorry, messing.
Here you go. There you go.
Make it big, Steven.
I did. It's what I do.
It's what you do. So we got Jeremy Tashi as a Cinderella. We'll get to that side of the bracket. We haven't hit that yet. But scrolling up, we had some people here. Let's see on the feed. So we got, and congrats on the win for Jackie. We'll see how that goes. All right, Landon, don't sell anything short. We got fifth quarter already jumping on the first round matchup, which, just so everyone knows, we're going to be starting the round of 64 matchups are going to start tomorrow. Here's our first sad panda. We got an non-account. CFB Knights, obviously, because an non-account was not able to be eligible for this bracket. But
you gotta put your face out there. You gotta risk it for the biscuit. We can't be having these anon accounts. We gotta nip that in the bud real quick.
Getting some love from UCF Rob, who we already talked about. There we go. Edits. We got some good stuff coming on. People seem to be.
Simmons he's dangerous. I like him. I just checked the books. Caesar's Sportsbook has him as a sneaky good future bet for the overall winner. So get that line now while you can.
Ooh, we got Sublime Night. We've been debating paying my way into the CBI for extra practices. Oof.
So, yeah, I mean, listen, we have moral fiber, but we can be bought. So if you want to submit any kind of bribe donation, we will gladly accept it. So
100%.
Let's get back to the bracket here. So we have Jeremy Brenner, and this is a tough matchup. Oh, look at this. Look at this handsome. This is a handsome corner of the bracket. I mean, it is very handsome. Objectively speaking, of course.
Objectively. I mean, San Diego, Steven, you're going to have a tough match. San Diego Knight is not a man to be slept on. I would just.
I mean, big donor for UCF Sports. It's really just money over looks at this point. So we'll see. It's this tale as old as time. It's a storied matchup. I don't really know how I'm going to do, but we'll see. And I have a tough next round match against either one of those guys. That's not easy at all. So. We got Elo down here. How about this? We got a little. We got who's? I thought Props was joining us. Got excited.
No, unfortunately not.
Oh, my boy Chris Fox. Yeah, the committee's harsh, man. I don't know who these guys are. It's a lot, like I said, a lot of closed door meetings. It is what it is, but I'm just here to fight the system. I'm not part of the corruption. I'm trying to speak out against it. So this one's for you, Chris. If I pull this off, I'll keep you in mind. I'll put your picture on my mirror every morning while I wake up to get to game for my next matchup. So
it was tough. People don't understand what happened. We saw the white smoke come from the ceiling. We walked over to the doors. We unchained the doors. The doors opened, and we had an old man whose name will not be said hand us a list. And we took that list and we sat down. We started making the bracket. So there was very little that we could personally do in order to make anything happen for us. We just had to go with what the committee chose. Completely impartial.
Right. We got a black and gold banneret matchup here between Elo and Statboy Drew. I'm very curious what I'm sure there's got to be a black and gold banneret group chat between these guys. They're probably just going crazy right now. There's actually a few of those guys in here, so I'll be interested to see who goes the furthest. We'll see how that plays out. We got Bass down here as a 2C in this bracket. So yeah, this region's loaded. This is going to be a tough region.
It is a tough, but Elo, yourself, Bass, that's not going to be an easy. And then obviously you still have Brandon Helwig there as the number 1 seed. It's going to be a very tough side of the bracket. A lot of power on that side.
All right. So what bracket are we going to now? Where are we headed?
Let's just scroll straight on down because we can actually bring in one of our number one overall seeds. Who is the head of this bracket? Let's see if we can have a good interview over here.
Did you shoot the link out? Did we? You got to get one of the PAs on this thing. We gotta.
I don't have the link. You're the one that has the link.
Oh no, it's not me. I told you, it's all the PAs here. While we're waiting, we'll keep going down here.
You send the link. We'll kind of go through. So number 1 overall, we've got Danny Medina.
We've got Danny. Yeah, Cinderella no more. I mean, she's not.
She straight whooped my behind last year in the Elite Eight. I thought I had some momentum going. I felt very strong about my positioning, and ended by just getting slapped in the face by now who's one of our number one seeds. Who the only person she even challenged the winner of the entire tournament. So Danny, strong push last year. I think she can make another great run this year. I think she's got momentum on her side. Speak of the devil, let's bring in this number 1 overall seed.
Speak of the devil. We have one of our number 1 seeds, Danny. Danny, this is a big deal for you. You've been flooded with attention after your successful run last year. What is the last whirlwind of the media publicity been like for you over the last year, and how has your life changed for the better?
Oh, my life has drastically improved. No, I remember being in my friend's living room last year, and I got a mention on Twitter. It's you've been put in a bracket. I was like, what's going on? But no, it's been really fun, and trying to just get to know the UCF Twitter Mafia even more. And seeing him at away games and stuff. It's been really fun. So happy to be a 1 seed.
Yeah, as you just saw in that last font, you're a big fan of Ale House. Can you give us a quick power ranking of the best ale houses in Orlando, if you don't mind? Because people are really asking that.
People are asking.
1 has to be Waterford. 2 has to be Oviedo. What is going on outside? Those are the only 2 that actually matter. Maybe Cimarron is a close 3rd.
Okay. No love for the University Boulevard ale house or the 50 ale house over by the downtown. Okay, that's fine. Respect. I'm a big Waterford ale house fan myself, but the university one is slightly closer to my house, so I have my own little bias there.
Danny, you have a fan base now clamoring. Drake is chiming in here. I'm Danny's biggest fan. So that's really great news. Like I said, your life has definitely changed for the better. Oh, we have an Oviedo Ale House fan. Oh, Brett's in here. Mm-hmm. So we have Ale House Mafia. Maybe we just do an Ale House Mafia bracket next year.
That would actually not be a bad idea. We can reach out for a collaboration with Ale House.
All right, Danny, real quick before we move on, you're in Nashville, right? Is that correct?
Yes, I just moved here.
Give us a report from in the heart of SEC country. How is Nashville?
Oh, SEC country is very accurate. I'm like walking around and I see all this orange, all these Tennessee fans. It hurts my heart, but I just let them know how their new coaches, and it's been interesting. I'll give you that.
Sucks. You could just say that. It's a children's show.
I am not going to say that. You said it. We'll go with that.
Well, Danny, thank you for joining us. Good luck in the bracket. I'm sure we'll be talking. Yeah, Brett, here, enjoy, John. Yeah, see, people know. People know.
People are asking. People know.
Yeah. Oh, Emily weighing in here. Did you know Danny is? Of course we knew. Of course we knew that. James, stop hitting the fonts.
You stop hitting
So yeah, I think, Danny, good luck to you. We'll chat with you through the bracket. We expect to see you in the Final Four again. So good luck. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Speaking of SEC country, we have a Gator among us.
Disappointing.
Look at this. She's Team Diagi Doggy.
How is she your team? Who is that?
What? Who? That is the beautiful girl in the room next door who happens to be a Gator fan. I've abducted one of them. I've swindled them over. So she's probably yelling at me to shut up so she could still keep binging Netflix. So let's move on to the rest of the bracket here.
Let's scroll down a bit. So we got Landon versus Jacket. It's gonna be now this right here that you're going down to right now. Caustic Advisor versus Sean Overboard. Now Sean, a lot of people don't know.
Hold on. You just glazed over a big matchup here with Jackie XO and Landon. I mean, this could be the battle of the thirst traps because Landon's been posting some very scandalous pictures, or I've heard that he has some in the bag. So I'm hoping that he's going to drop some scandy pictures to really help us.
I have seen none, so I'm going to take the rumors with a grain of salt. I've seen the other thirst. I've seen
the blogosphere just wants. It's not me. I'm not asking for Landon thirst traps. People are asking.
I'm all about the Landon thirst traps. I don't understand why I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, this will be a fun first round matchup. We have Cost-Leg Advisor. Mm-hmm. You know, the meme king over one of the OG
UCF meme king. You couldn't ask for anyone bigger in a first round matchup. Unfortunately, for one of the UCF Twitter Mafia OGs, Sean Sonnenberg. Listen, I love Sean. We've known Sean for a very long time. I'm going to say Sean's going to get his ass whooped.
Oh, that's not well. Yeah, I mean that's a tough first round matchup.
It is, unfortunately for Sean.
UCF Biggie was a sneaky late addition there. He did. He got into the Twitter. See, if you get into the mentions, sometimes it helps you, and it helped UCF Biggie here in the bracket. We have EA Sports Queen up here at 3 seed in this bracket. Very strong. Erica. Who else do we have? Oh, we have Emily and an interesting matchup here between two heavyweights.
I'm very curious where this matchup is going to go.
Yeah, I think this matchup had to be made. The viewers deserved it, and here we are. This will be a big heavyweight match in the first round. So looking forward to that. We got e-bullied about this next one, James, didn't we? Here with we left out JP last year, and we got e-bullied for it. So I think we learned our lesson.
We'll jump on that. Let's throw it up on Twitter. I got some good tweets coming in here.
Let's check it.
We got two big ones. So throwing it up. So the big one, number one. So we got Sublime Knight asking where Libs 407 is. Looks like he's looking pretty.
That was a tough, like I said, there was a lot of back and forth in these closed door transparent sessions, and Libby was close, but I think RPI came into a factor. There was some strength of schedule talk, and we're really looking forward for another undefeated year. And then after that, if maybe numbers 1 through 10 fall short, I think maybe we might have a shot. But again, I'm not in the meetings. I don't know. I'm just speaking from what I've heard from inside these meetings.
I think that's a very fair state. RPI plays a lot into these decisions. We got some predictions over here. We got Mike Knight prediction for Elite 8. He's got UCF.
Oh wow, we have actual predictions here.
We've got predictions already. Let's see. UCF probs versus sidelines. We've got UCF Sports and you versus the real Bede. Listen, Bede, I think he's going to make a very strong run this year. We got a huge upset with C.A. Simmons coming all the way over, going up
Wow.
against Elo and Luke Saris, UCF, who covers SB Nation, going up against Spooks Murphy. I like
power.
these are good predictions. These are bracket busted in predictions right here.
It's pretty interesting. You know, the power of the meme, as I like to say. So
yes, agreed. Excellent. I love it.
Our overall number 1 seed is saying I'm ready, and I've sent him the link twice. So we'll see if Sean it ends up.
I think
joining
Sean may be a couple cocktails too deep to make coherent decisions.
Well, he better hurry up because we have one more region left. Is that correct?
We do have one more region left.
All right. So should we? Let me see if I could sail across the seas over here and get to this final region with the number 1 seed. Overall number 1 seed in this region is UCF Sports Info. Website has been around forever. Was in the Final Four last year, so earned another number 1 seed for this year. And you know, has a pretty tough matchup against Deportes, man. But we do know that he cannot shotgun a beer, as we had a shotgun off last year. And him and I did, yeah.
I would say that was one of the highlights of our bracket, was that lovely shotgun tiebreaker. Was absolutely excellent. Unfortunately, we did I was a little underwhelmed and disappointed by Deportes man's performance, but still an awesome time.
We had several of those, so hopefully we have we get a few more of those. We have Chris Saloni. Chris, you're coming. Don't worry. It's coming up. I promise you. You will be in there shortly. You're in this bracket.
He's
so let's also, James, you're getting some love too. Just the women just throwing themselves at us.
They just
I mean, it's just, we're just total heartthrobs. You can't get it. Yeah. This is all you have to do is make a ridiculous, stupid bracket, and you just get a lot of
all of the love from the ladies. So, exactly.
It's all it takes, fellas. That's all it takes.
Really a pants dropper.
Well, no, Chris is right here. I don't know what he's on my case
next man
for.
up. I don't know. He's all getting.
Yeah, he's all upset at me. Chris and Nick P in a first round matchup. Pretty good. Oh, and we have a nice matchup here, Boozos, with you and Mr. Carson Engel.
Actually, real quick, I want to throw
hold on, wait a minute. Wait, before we get there, we have a special guest here. We have a special guest.
Bring him in.
Let's bring in our overall number 1 seed, who's celebrating prematurely. Per usual. Sean, thanks for coming on. Give us your thoughts on the bracket so far.
Well, my thoughts on the brackets are very well put together, hosted very well. A lot of people are involved, which is important when you have any kind of March Madness. And, let the best man win. Oh, and I'm not dating Danny, I think.
That was actually the first question on our interview with you, was if you and Danny were dating. I'm glad we got that out of the way early. My second question is, how are the cornrows doing right now?
Yeah, do we still have the cornrows? Can't see very well.
They're very well represented in the real March Madness tournament.
Well, Sean, I think we might have some drama here, Sean. Danny's weighing in. This might be news to her. She's asking if you guys have broken up live on the bracket show, which would be breaking news.
This is breaking news. Let's hear it. Let's hear it from the
breakup.
Yeah, it's an official March Madness breakup. Wow. Well, we have some drama already.
Hats off.
Well, Sean, thanks for checking in, man. We know you're having a good time. Good luck to you in the bracket.
Thank you guys for doing this. I'm really looking forward to voting in these polls and seeing who, could possibly uncrown me as March Madness champion of UCF. Just saying.
Well, Danny's out for blood. You broke her heart last year. You've broken her heart again. We have drama. it's all coming together right now. So yeah, breaking news. See you, buddy. Thanks for calling in. Have fun. See ya.
Bye.
Have a good one, John.
Wow, breaking news. You heard it here. You heard it here. All right, sorry. So sorry to
March Madness breakup. Wow. Impressive.
Yeah, so let's go back in here. So you have a very interesting matchup here.
I do.
This is a big deal. So let me just get your thoughts right quick. Let's pull up the Twitter first of all.
I do have the Twitter up here.
Yeah. So, what's the reaction to this?
Well, Carson's got some language right out the gate. He seems to be a little upset. Why the bleep do I have to face off against my boy Coach Booze us in round one? Carson, I don't know what to tell you. We had literally had no say in the actual seeding of the bracket. It just kind of happened the way it did, and nor did we have any say in who was chosen to the bracket. So, we let the committee do what they're going to do. We trust in the committee. We hope that the committee makes the best choice. I will say that I think it's going to be a solid matchup. Carson's got a very long history in UCF. He's been involved in media. He's, I'd say maybe the word is infamous amongst UCF circles, as well as partially famous. I have a lot of respect for Carson. So with that said, I still think I'm going to wipe the floor with him like a hot mop.
Wow.
We'll see how that goes. I'm going to put that out there. I'm going to pull a Joe Namath. And I think I'm going to be moving on pretty quickly in the first round. But that next matchup is really the scary one, where you got Jan and Britt, two UCF legends.
That's a tough one. This is a little cluster of death here. You got this is a meat grinder. It's let the best person win, but it's not going to be easy at all. This is going to be a tough one.
Oh yeah, Jan and Britt. You got
Stephanie. How about this? We have Jeremy Taché making an appearance in the bracket. Another person we got bullied for leaving out last year, so we learned our lesson.
You're a big fan, though. You're a big fan.
I am, which says a lot because he's a Marlins fan, and it's very hard for me to have a Marlins fan on my timeline. But yeah, I'm a Jeremy Taché stan. I like Jeremy a lot. So if he gets in far enough, we have multiple Taché fans in here. Cass is weighing in now. I'm just looking forward to. I'm hoping Jeremy goes D. We get an interview with Jeremy in the round. Maybe a soiree with Taché segment we could probably pen out for a later episode. So
I would be intrigued. Very much intrigued by that.
We have Night Bangle and Vince. This is a vintage matchup here. Vince, one of the OG members of the Mafia. He is since day one, and Night Bangle's been around forever. So this is if you like classic Mafia, this is your matchup.
Matchup. It's basically
blue blood.
It's Kansas versus Oklahoma. It's North Carolina versus Duke. It's a solid matchup.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
There.
Yeah, big really here. Night Fan Neil, who had a really good, strong year last year, and we got Bede down there. This is another really, really nice corner of the bracket as well.
I think Bede's going to make a strong. I was surprised that he didn't go as deep as he did last year. I had a higher expectation, but I know he's been working very hard in this offseason. He's been doing some great work in the Twitter sphere. I really think that he can make a strong run to the Final Four this year. He's one of my picks that I'm absolutely terrified to see if I can make it that deep in, because I think he's going to make a very strong run.
Well, that's our bracket. Do we have any final Twitter reactions that we want to go over? What do we got?
Twitter back up. We got some people. The people are talking. They're asking. So we got, let's see, Night Moves.
We got
happy about a decision. Kind of going through. We also have, we got someone saying that we need to take the UCF Twitter Mafia name off of this bracket.
Who said that?
Sublime Night. Let's go through this let's dive in here in the little feed. He was very upset.
I have a message for Sublime Night real quick. Hold on.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
we don't care.
Jerry.
Thank you, our PA, our production associate Stephen A. weighing in. Thank you so much, Stephen A. for that. So
we want Ducks, who unfortunately, he was a deep runner last year, but we did make a change to the rules stating that we did not want anyone who did not have their name attached to the account actually in this bracket moving forward. But asking when the NXT bracket is going to come out, that is a good question. Something that we should definitely committee if we're going to be
That's
doing
coming out right after the Ale House bracket. We're actually doing them side by side. So
we got some
be
more
on the
heartbreak
lookout.
over here. We got Danny. I can't believe UCF Problems broke up me live on the bracket selection show. Hearts out to Danny. I know that's a very, very tough thing to deal with.
It's hard to watch. It was tough to watch.
You got let's see what else. You got Libby over here taking it like a champ about not being in this bracket. We got three.
It's tough, you know. Well, I think Jay, we don't want to bore everyone. We gotta get to the voting here. So we should cut everyone loose here. We'll probably be another show. It's maybe in the Sweet 16. You know, we'll see what's going on.
The Sweet 16 Elite 8 show here midweek. We're going to be starting with the voting. Voting is going to start promptly tomorrow at 9 a.m. So that's when the gates are open. They will run for 24 hours. So you'll have 24 hours worth of voting. Everything will be displayed up there. You can follow us at 3 Night Bender to see all those in, but everyone will be tagged on the individual matchups. So be prepared to see that start, firing off. You got 24 hours to get your voting in, and then we'll reconvene every day. Get the next round up as quickly as we can. It might be about a 15-minute delay from the next day, obviously, because you got 24 hours, so there might be a little overlap. But we're going to do our best to make sure that these matchups are rolling out as quickly as possible, and then we'll reconvene midweek and we'll see kind of what the bracket's looking right around the Sweet 16 time.
Awesome. Well, it was fun. Boozos, as always. Looking forward to another year. I'm asking myself the question why we decided to do this again. But it's too late now. We're already invested. So here we are. We're doing it. The people have asked and we've answered. So here we are. Probably be more Step Brothers videos in the next show. I feel like we can't have
the Sweet 16 show. I'd really like to see at least 17 more clips of Step Brothers. I think I'll be included in anything.
We'll get our massive production staff involved as much as possible, and we'll really try and lock it down. We'll get all of our PAs editing these videos. So
listen, you can take away my assistant, who I don't need the coffee. You can just put her straight up on just working on this with the PAs. I think you can make a sacrifice like that as well.
All right. Well, from Coach Boozos to me, Diag Doggy. Thanks for watching, guys. Good luck in the brackets. We will see you in a few weeks, and have fun voting.
Yes, sir.